Great.
Okay.
Ah!
I can't. Allie's sleeping in the other room, so I'm not gonna yell.
Don't you have
Where's
headphones on?
Where's Lisa?
She's not home yet.
Well, I can't yell. You can yell. I can hear it.
Oh, you looked around as if like she could hear me.
I thought you saw something behind me when I was checking.
This is
So
kind of scary. You could be murdered.
we're doing a like a live video version of the podcast for several reasons. One, you're really busy. Two, I have ringworm. Is there anything else?
Something I just like tech.
Yes. So we're using tech right now for the first time. We might even put this up as
Yeah,
a video for people to watch.
if it doesn't suck ass.
It doesn't suck ass. Um,
I've already gotten an error message saying that there's something wrong with it, but I think it's okay.
what on your quick times?
Yeah, it just popped up, but I think it's okay.
Well, we can't really edit it that much if we do put
No,
the video out.
this is raw, baby.
I am.
This
It's funny.
is like a Wu-Tang album.
I just I just got a reply finally from Joey Fatone. I tweeted at him today. He
Oh
wrote back.
wow. What did he say? What did you say? Give me the story.
Well, you were listening to that song "Digital Get Down." Remember that song?
It's
No, I
a
don't
In
either.
Sync song.
It's an NSYNC song. Yeah, it's about like Skyping and cybersexing someone, I guess. And one of the
Uh-huh.
lyrics is something about how the girl is like 20,000 miles away, and the math of that doesn't check out at all. Like, what's 20,000 miles away? Like, that's too far.
Wait, but is it supposed to be like outer space?
Well, so the moon is 200,000 miles away. So it's not the
Okay.
moon. The the like International Space Station is only like 200 miles away. So it's not that. So it's between the space station and the moon.
Well, that's actually really, he might be onto something.
Well, he wrote back Mars, but we're not sure we calculated it right. Mars is way too far.
Oh, that's
Mars.
cute though that they don't know. They're just singers.
Well, because then we also looked up the Earth, like what's the circumference of the Earth, and it's 24,000 miles around. So it could be
Oh,
on Earth, but if you're 20,000 miles from someone, you're also only 4,000 miles from them the other way. You know what I mean?
hold on. But wait, we're like on like a sort of like on a pattern, right? What's that called? Like on this on a
A
tilt
globe?
axis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
they all go around the sun. Is
An
there a
orbit?
point where orbit? Is there a point where the Earth is closer to Mars?
Yeah, because it's an elliptical orbit, but I don't. It's not. That's not enough to account for the 20,000 miles.
At the time that they wrote it, you don't know.
Perhaps the tech that was available then, they thought it was only 20,000 miles.
I've
Anyway, I mean,
occasionally. Okay, go on.
well, I was saying he didn't really clear it up for me. I'm still curious about where they were getting their digital get down from.
The person to ask about this is Lance Bass.
It's true. He's a spaceman.
Yeah, and I actually often, not often, but a couple times have gotten that I look like Lance Bass.
Oh, I see. Because you both have sort of an oval face, maybe.
I think so. Not so much with the beard. The beard adds a lot, which actually, this is funny that it's a video. I don't know if we're going to release it, of course,
Right.
but I accidentally buzzed my face down more than I usually have been. It was an
Like a
accident.
Guido thing going on.
Well, no, I can't say that. I'm not one of those people. But it just went too short, and now it's a real like Oscar Isaac beard.
Oh yeah, it's nice. I like it. I have to trim it myself, but I was afraid because of the ringworm up here. I don't know if you can't really see it. It's like up
Is it
here.
still there?
It's almost gone.
How long does it last? Are you scared?
Like weeks. It's a whole thing.
I told you I had a dream that you'd give me meningitis.
I know. I mean, I couldn't help but laugh at that. What's that about?
I,
How did I give
I,
you meningitis?
I think it was your cat. Your cat gave it to me, and you were just like, "Oh, come on, relax."
Well, can I share something with you that doesn't leave this room?
Yes, of course.
You can't tell anyone about this.
I might tell Lisa, but otherwise, no.
I also now have jock itch from the cat.
Wait, what is that?
It's like it's ringworm, but it's down there now.
Joey.
I don't know what to tell you. It sucks.
Now we can't have sex. Joe,
I
what do
know.
we? I mean, I've been having like my scalp has been itchy.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little itchy myself. Yeah.
And I was in my head, and I was like, "Oh, do I have anything?" I had Lisa look at me. I think I'm okay. I think I was just
I'm
had a what?
I'm telling you, you're fine. I'm just like surrounded by this cat all the time. I finally went down to an urgent care, and I got now they gave me. You'll never guess what they gave me. It's yeast infection medication.
Oh my God, you have a
Literally,
yeasty?
it literally says your doctor has prescribed medicine for the yeast infection in your vagina. That's what it says on the packaging. I swear, that's it. Um,
Yo,
yeah, I
that's
got a
next
yeast
level,
infection now. I know. My pussy fucked up my pussy.
dude. This is the cat that keeps on giving diseases.
Oh man, it's torturous. You know, he's so cute and he keeps messing with my life. So I have to take this pill now once a week for like 6 weeks. And it should go away in like a week or two, but I have to keep doing it just to like really, nail it down.
I can't believe it. I'm hearing Lisa come home, so
Oh, good.
this will be
Don't tell her.
exciting. Yeah,
Is this a podcast?
and this is a podcast.
Oh
He's always interrupting our
boy.
podcast.
Huh?
He's always interrupting our podcast.
I know. Joe says you're always interrupting the podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Oh.
Uh,
How are you guys doing?
that's
We're doing good.
good.
Joe,
Don't tell Lisa.
Oh boy.
I'm telling Lisa right now. So Joe not only has ringworm from the cat,
I've heard. Sorry.
he also has jock itch
From the cat?
from the cat.
Hey, wait,
It's
Joe,
the same.
I can't hear Joe. Can you do something?
Here you go.
Hi, Joe.
What's up, Lisa?
What's up? I didn't like that Instagram you posted of you on the toilet with the cat on your lap.
That was like a month ago.
It really bothered me.
What part of it bothered you?
I thought it was disturbing that the cat was on your dick.
Maybe that's how I got the jock itch. I don't know.
I think.
Oh my God, Joe! I just realized that. Oh my God, you fucking idiot!
But don't you think that was a little too much?
Well, what part that he did it or that I posted it?
I think you encouraged it, and I think you posted it.
That goes to show you what you think about me. I didn't encourage it. He does it to Allie too. He just bursts through the bathroom if it's not closed all the way, and he jumps on your lap. He's very curious.
I've
Joe.
never had a cat, so I don't know. But to me, that was strange.
I agree with strange. I didn't like it. That's why I shared it with everyone because it was so weird. Why would the cat do that? Why would he want to be involved in that?
I guess.
If I'm peeing, he walks in and he like puts his head up on the toilet bowl and like looks in. He's like curious about running water.
Do you?
It's like
And you feel like the cat's not out to get you?
I can't tell at this point because it's certain. If he is, he's winning. He's winning the battle.
But
Wait, you had to pay $1,000 deposit for that cat too?
Yes, in my
Pet
apartment.
deposit?
It's ruining my life.
Honestly,
Straight up
this
ruining
is
my life.
the best
I
bad
know,
Santa
it
gift
is.
of all time.
And
Allie wins.
I just finished telling Casey that the medicine I've been prescribed to finally get rid of all this because it's going to go through my whole body. The medicine, it's yeast infection medication.
And what does it say?
It says on the packaging, your doctor has prescribed this medicine for the yeast infection in your vagina. It just straight up says that.
No. That's really funny though.
Does yours say that?
I haven't had a yeast infection in a while.
This is my first.
Joe, can I tell you?
Congrats, you're a woman now.
Can I tell you something really funny that Lisa said to me this weekend?
What's that?
So I was wearing these kind of weird socks. They were like funky socks, and I said to her, and she goes, "Where'd you get those socks? I've never seen you wear those socks before." I was like, "Yeah, I got them a while ago, but like I don't really like wearing like funky socks. I think I saw a photo of me wearing like a cool normal outfit, and then I also had these funky socks on, and I thought they were corny." And she was just like, "Do you want me to-"
Do you want me to
Oh yeah.
I was like, straight guys love funky socks.
And I was like, wow, I love that we had a conversation as if I'm not a straight guy.
Right.
It was like as if we were like, yeah, these straight guys.
But they do, like a straight guy, not you, Casey, but like a straight guy is like, I love a statement sock. Like they go
I don't get
wild
that.
with their socks. It's so fucking lame.
Well, I don't like statement socks, but I do like a sock with just like a single stripe on it, like this. You know?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
a
cool.
plaid, like a throwback.
Yeah, I guess so because I don't want to wear like
That's
a
not
sock that says
funky.
0 fox given with a picture of a fox on it, you know?
But there's
I don't
something
need
about
that in
this,
my
like,
life.
no, it's like a heteronormative thing. It's like guys should be normal, dress normal, but have a
Have a
little
little
fun
fun
with your
too.
sock. And it's like,
Yeah.
whatever, man. Have fun with everything. Don't limit
agree.
yourself to a sock. But I'm talking to two fashionistas.
I mean,
Fashionistas.
we're both barely straight guys.
Fashionistas.
So speaking of this, I don't think this is a real segue, but I got assaulted on the train today.
Oh yeah, you were gonna tell me the story. What? This is it?
This is perfect. Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
that's
glad you're here.
terrible. What do you mean?
Okay, so I'll tell you the whole breakdown. Like the headline
Pull up
is
a chair, Lisa.
yes.
I haven't even taken my coat off
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
What do I do?
Just go and I'll talk loud.
Okay, talk loud. Wait, is
Okay.
this like gonna be video? Are they gonna see the video?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
My hair is curlier than normal.
Okay.
Okay. All right, talk
But
loud.
it's also going to be just an audio podcast, so that's a funny thing.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. No.
It might be both.
Okay. Make it both.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the audio version. Okay. So I was on
Really,
the train, and I would like caught the train, and I was like, oh, to get to my next train, I should move up a few cars. So you wait every station to move up the cars, and it just so happened that I was on a train with a person that was begging, asking for money. A beggar. And so I was on that train, and the guy did this thing where he's like, "Excuse me, everybody, I could use some money and this and that," and no one gave him money. And then he started cursing everyone out, being like, "Fuck you! You're all gonna die. Especially white people you're gonna die. You're gonna go to hell. All this shit." And then I moved trains ahead just because I was like moving up the cars. And then he came into the next train and was like, same thing. "Hello, everyone. I would really like it if anybody can give me a little bit of money. It would be really nice." Like he was just the nicest guy. And then nobody gave him money. So he did the same thing. And this time he was just a little bit like, "Fuck you" to like people, and was like yelling at people and was like, "How dare you? All this shit. The apocalypse is coming. Fuck you. You're all going to die."
Why does he
And then
have to need money if the apocalypse is coming? What's the big deal?
I don't know. And then the train's open again, and I go to another train, and I go all the way down, and he comes into that train. And by this time, he's recognized me on 3 cars. So he comes in, and he starts his nice guy routine, and he sees me, and I'm standing there, and he goes, "Why are you following me?"
Oh no.
I was in the train first. He came in after me. I'm all the way down at the other side. He's like, "Why are you following me?" And I'm like, I just didn't say anything. I just like kept my head down, and I was like, "That's what you do. You just don't. Like you just don't engage." And then he came up to me and he was just like, "What are you doing? Why are you following me?" And he starts like getting in my face. And physically, he was definitely like bigger than I am, but he also like I think he's had a couple of bad weeks. So I was not like that intimidated.
Than you are? Oh.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't intimidated by his size. I was intimidated by his scent. He was like. It was very stinky. And then I literally had to like push him back and like hold his chest back because he was like yelling at me and like his spit was going on me and like he was just like screaming in my face. And I just kept saying, "What are you getting out of this? What are you getting out of this?"
That's some reason.
But what bothered me is like I left that train. I got off at the next stop and I left that train and I was like, that sucks. Like I was fine. Thankfully nothing happened. I was fine. And I was like, I didn't harbor that much ill will towards him. I was mad that a lot of people in the subway did nothing. Like if that happened to someone else, I would either get up or yell something.
No,
or
you
be
wouldn't,
like,
because that's exactly what your strategy just was. You went, this is what you do. You keep your head down and you don't say anything. You just tried to do that to yourself.
no, that's completely incorrect. The difference is if he started yelling at another person on the subway and getting in their face and pushing them, I would 100% scream at that guy. 100%. In this case, if he's just standing there yelling at everyone, not really targeting anyone individually, and not screaming at them like trying to start a fight, then you ignore that person. You don't engage with them. But like, because I could see somebody being like, this guy's a dick. I'm gonna get up in his face. Whereas you don't engage until it's time. But if I see him if I see him yelling at someone else, I of course. But instead, no one got up. In fact, I looked and 2 people instead got their phones out to like film it with smiles.
Oh wow!
Smiles on them. So like that guy.
Maybe they recognize you from HQ Trivia.
If that guy's listening, fuck him. But like you know,
I
whatever
doubt.
you got to do.
I mean, if
get
he
it.
is, we also do need the
It's-
listeners.
It's on game for him. But those two people that just took their phone out to just be like, ha ha ha, instead of like, you know what I mean? That's the difference. I also walked home like holding my hand up, like I had to wash it.
Well, you got barbecue first.
Yeah, he put his chest to my chest, like tried to get his face in my face, and I would have just stood there and done nothing, you know what I mean, and just kept ignoring him. But he really smelled so bad, I really had to like get him away.
I just want to say, if you get ringworm now, it's not from me. It's probably from that guy.
That's true. If I get ringworm, it's from the guy, not Joe.
Right.
Okay, so here's the other thing that I wanted to
What are you guys eating?
talk about it. She's
I didn't
eating
eat dinner.
I'll describe it. It's a veggie burger.
It's
with-
not even.
What is it?
It's a veggie sausage patty.
I had regular sausage tonight.
So it's like a veggie slider,
Mm-hmm.
and there's barely melted cheese. Like this would be like the person who's reading the special. It's a veggie sausage. It's not a burger. It's closer to a slider with like barely melted. Like put it in the microwave for like 12 seconds with
Is it like
sriracha
string
on
cheese?
top.
String cheese where you could still see the strings and they haven't melted into each other, or one like.
No, we have some good cheddar. It's grass fed.
Oh well.
But we fed the cheddar grass.
It's the Gouda.
It's the Gouda.
That's good.
But I've had a lot. What's crazy is I've had a lot of Subway fun recently.
Yeah, you were gonna play something for me. I don't know if we can still do it here.
I would like to play it for everyone. I'd like to play it, but I don't know how to do it. Like we'd have to stop. I'd have to send it to you. You'd have to listen to it, and I'd have to edit it in the middle of this. Maybe we save it for the next one.
I also resent the fact that you said I always interrupt. I haven't been on this podcast in a while.
Okay, let's talk about this first.
Usually we interrupt you. That's. I guess I was kidding.
This is my house. I really don't feel.
In your office.
That's true.
He means like
Okay.
we're always interrupting you. By the way, Lisa, I went into Fetsao and I got barbecue.
Cool.
It was amazing.
Go for it.
I just wanted to let you know.
I don't know about barbecue. Sometimes if I eat it, I just feel like it exudes from my skin. It's too much. You know.
Oh, I don't. I feel the opposite. I feel like it goes through me in a good way, and it gives me the power that I need, and I'm strong. I can take on any person.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I had another thing. No, I really wanted to talk about that thing. I don't know how to do it.
Play? Can you hit play in the room and just let the audio pick it up?
It's gonna sound like crap and shit.
Because it was on the subway.
Yeah, I recorded it. It sounds actually really good. I'll set it up, and then I don't know how to drop it in. What do we do, Joe? What do we do?
I don't know. Can you play it on a cassette or something?
Well, I don't want to. Do you think we save it for the cassette?
I guess maybe.
We gotta start having conversations offline about this.
I know. This is taking a valuable.
We're just
valuable
teasing.
airtime.
We're teasing everybody, and they already have jock itch.
Well, listen. You just hold on to that. The next time we're sitting face to face, we'll listen to it.
Okay, that'll be in the next. I guess that'll be next week.
Yeah, or you could save it for the big episode 52.
You guys are up to 52?
No, but our big special is going to be episode 52, not 50.
Oh my god, that's so like you guys.
What?
Great.
Why?
It just is.
Yeah.
It's just I don't have an opinion. I don't think it's bad. It is so you. It's very on brand.
Thank you, Lisa. That's very you to feel that way.
It is.
It's very on brand. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
Got a little surprise.
I made reservations. I texted Casey. I was like, I made reservations because, things get booked up. We've been really busy. I don't think either of us are like, we need to have a big thing. So I was like, let me just get reservations at a place we like. And then he was like, no, I got it. So I canceled.
Cool, fun. So it's a little surprising.
I can't talk about it on the podcast because Lisa's a part of it. Lisa's the co-host.
I don't really care for Valentine's Day, and Allie kind of doesn't either. So what we do is we go the day after or the day before to a really fancy place.
So you get double?
What do you mean?
Oh, the day after or the day before?
For sales.
Yeah, either or. Not for sales, just because, we're going, but not for Valentine's Day. But it's kind of for Valentine's Day. I don't think the price is any different, honestly.
It's definitely not, unless you're buying candy hearts in bulk. And then
not in bulk, no.
I'm trying to do a bunch of people for the video watchers. I'm doing like a bunch, like throughout the podcast, I've been doing a bunch of like facial expressions and hand gestures. So but like I'm not trying to make it important.
Well, I
You
can do
know.
that too. Like, okay, Google, make the Jam Factory lights blue.
Great idea. I like this.
Wow, it really worked.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Ah,
Wait, you call your house the Jam Factory?
it's the music room. Just the music room.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Is this Jenny's old guest room?
Yeah,
Cool.
that's where I am
I'm
now.
still hungry.
Watch this, Joe. Okay, Google, make the lights the same exactly the way they are.
Jealous.
You can tell my phone to do it too.
But
Oh,
can you
you know,
hear me?
you're on the
You can't hear me right
yeah,
now,
I
right?
can hear you.
I was doing that the other day in the car. I kept saying, okay, Google, making his phone go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Google,
Good night. Oh, sorry.
make the Jam Factory lights orange. I can't really see myself in the video.
Yeah, you
It's
should.
like really blue.
I know, it's a little too blue.
That's the thing. I don't really love the color stuff. Like we got some of these smart lights, but we got the regs ones. But it's fun having a smart. I gotta be honest. I didn't think I'd like having a smart home. Now my home is smart, and it feels fun.
Smarter than you.
Uh-oh, that's very on brand, Lise.
I like it more than I thought I was going to too.
That's the biggest surprise.
I really was against it. I really just weirded me out, but now I'm like, oh, this is like convenient.
The same with Allie. She's all against all this stuff, and I've turned into a cyborg by this point.
You know.
No.
Have you been watching Black Mirror? The new
Yeah,
one?
I've seen them all.
All of them?
Yeah.
I'm only up to like 3 or something.
It
Yeah.
didn't hear me. Hold on a second. Okay, Google, make the Jam Factory lights orange.
The way you talk, like the way not you, but like people have to talk
I know.
to technology, it's like so different than how you ever would do it. Maybe, I think just for now. But I watched this video about these. Have you seen these lights? Have you seen these glasses? They're like the new version of the Google glasses, but not made by Google. And they're like really minimal. They're not trying to do too much. It's really weird. It's like a laser that bounces off your glasses and goes in your eye, which sounds crazy, but it's like really low in terms of like laser power. And it only sits at the bottom so that like if you're just looking straight out, you don't even see it. But when you look down, you see stuff like, oh, this restaurant here has like 4 stars, or
How much health you have left.
Yeah, how much health you have left.
How much oxygen you have left if you're swimming underwater in an underwater board.
What sword you have.
Yeah.
What's up with why aren't the lights orange?
My app started updating in the middle of this, and so now it's not.
Now you're
working.
stuck with blue lights?
That's
This
the problem
is-
with technology.
That's funny.
This should be an episode of Black Mirror. Something that's not like catastrophic. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
annoying.
this is the
Yeah,
more
they're
accurate
actually
version.
these inconvenient.
Yeah, this is just
Mirror.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack. It should be called Whack Mirror
Yeah.
because it's situation's so whack.
Wait a
Right?
second, I think I got it going.
I don't know if I like this, Joe, in terms of like a hangout.
Why's that?
I feel that I don't know. I feel like it's a little disconnected. I feel like maybe the I can't immediately like I'm talking a little louder. I can't immediately laugh at the things you're saying, or that you know what I mean. Like it's because I feel
funny.
no, you have you've been just your hilarious self. It's just that I'm laughing, but I feel like it's a little delayed, and then I'm missing a thing you said. It's hard to.
Here, there's something we can't always do. Here, look, so I got these for Valentine's Day, begonias. Turns out that they're toxic to cats. So now I got to throw these out.
That cat.
This is nonstop. Like
Yeah.
it's funny from the outside, but how are you feeling on the inside?
It's teaching me to be more patient. You know,
For
I mean, I have to. Otherwise, I'd jump out the window. It's
Do you think
driving me
you-
insane.
Do you think you and Allie are gonna have a kid now?
Well, now maybe, yeah. I mean, my body's falling apart. He literally out of nowhere. I was putting a wire away. And he jumped on my leg. And you can see this.
Uh-oh. This is a close-up of ringworm.
Are you kidding me? It scratched you?
Yeah, he just jumped up on my leg and just scratched. He just like climbed my leg like it was a tree.
Yo, this
He's
cat's
just a
bad.
little- He's not bad. He's just like an adolescent. Like he's a little boy that's exploring the world and knocking everything over. The next thing he's gonna do is pull down the TV. He keeps trying to jump over the TV and like clawing over the top of it, and he's gonna fucking knock it over. I have to
What's
buy
the
like
cat's
straps
name?
for it. Miles.
Miles. What was his original name that I really like? Crispy.
Crispy, yeah.
I do like Crispy.
Crispy's not bad. I mean,
Cats
I'd
don't
say
respond to names, so it doesn't really matter.
they don't respond to much, really. I mean,
Yeah.
when he's being like a bad boy, I just kind of like chill out and like sit on the floor next to him, and he relaxes and like starts to rub up on me and like he's being friendly. He stops knocking things over. He just wants like attention and affection, you know?
Me too.
I have 2 cat facts.
Okay.
One, cats only say meow to humans. They don't communicate using meow. They only say it to humans to get attention.
No shit.
The other cat fact is that cats can be allergic to humans.
What are the irony? I hope he's
Scandal.
allergic to me.
He might be. That seems like, he's like the defense mechanism. Does he attack Allie in this way?
A little bit, yeah. He'll climb her leg.
That fucking dick. I'll kill him.
Cats have barbed penises.
Yes, they do.
Really?
And I believe that almost every act of mating with cats is non-consensual.
100%. That's like most of the animal kingdom.
Yeah. So I saw this
Yeah.
awful thing. We were watching Planet Earth 2 yesterday, and like it's about snow leopards, and they never run into each other out there on the mountains. So occasionally they do, and the mother was going out with her like cub, and one of them was in heat. I forget if it was the cub or the mother, but like it started to attract these 2 males who basically came to like rape the daughter. So the mother had to like distract the 2 males by like giving herself up to them so that her daughter could run away. It was like horrifying.
But is
It's
it?
like Prince of Tides or something.
That's crazy. Prince of Tides.
You ever read that book? That's a fucked up book.
No, I haven't heard of the movie. I didn't even know it was a book.
Yeah.
I don't like books.
It's a great
I don't
book.
like books.
We have a no books policy here in the new apartment.
That's right.
Lisa snuck a bunch in though.
A bunch. Like the
Where are
4
they?
I've read.
Show me around the apartment.
You're on the desktop.
Oh, what?
So
I heard,
update.
I heard McCarthy was over for the Super Bowl, and he opened
Yeah.
the fridge and saw the waters were in there.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Immediately he was like, "Can I have some water?" Like I don't know if he did it on purpose, but I
No,
poured
I don't
them.
think he did.
People were like, "Can I have water?" I'm like, "Just use the tap. It's fine."
Yeah,
Like,
that's
is there
great.
a system I have to do it? I'm like, I use the tap. We all use it. It's fine. Just use the tap.
What's amazing is
And
like
Casey's got like funnels and like loop-de-loop waters going everywhere. He's got a whole hydration station on the balcony.
I feel that if somebody else was doing something that I thought was silly, that I'd be the first to make fun of them. Correct?
Oh yeah,
If Joe was doing
I've been
this-
part of that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel that what I'm doing is not crazy. I understand that someone could think that I'm crazy. I noticed that you 2 are doing something, so this is great for the YouTube viewers. But I think that I don't know. I think
If Joe did it, wouldn't you just like rip him a new one?
until the point where he goes, taste the difference, and then one tasted way better. Then I go, wow.
What if I started shaving my whole body and like powdering my skin with like an acid to burn off the top layer of every day
What was your justification for it?
to sterilize myself, to sterilize my body?
Does your body taste better?
It might. I presume so. Yeah, probably
Maybe.
smell better.
I'm all about taste, girl.
Your taste queen.
I'm a real taste queen.
I don't
Okay.
look. Whatever floats your boat. I don't want to cut you down, but it does.
What floats my boat is boiled and filtered
Purified
water.
boiled water. Yeah.
Here you go. Thanks, Lisa.
All right,
Set me
go
up for the
it.
greatest joke of the year.
That's the greatest joke of
It
the
was a
year.
slow year. It's only February.
Yeah.
February.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Not looking good for 2018.
But it's been fun, man. The new apartment's been really fun to like be here, even though the water situation's odd. But it
Well,
doesn't
people
really.
can
I
know
don't
if
think.
they're watching this, they can see your apartment, which is nice.
Oh yeah, you probably geocoded it too.
Feast your eyes. No, don't geocode
Watch-
it.
Don't look at the EXIF data. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Wait, is that a thing?
I don't know.
I'm hungry still.
What do you want to eat?
I don't know.
I had lots of barbecue. I thought about you. I was like, they didn't have broccoli today at the barbecue place,
Mhm.
and that's like one of the only things you could eat there.
I've never been because I assume they had nothing.
It's so good though, Joe.
I know, I like it.
It makes your body feel good.
I got the new phone, the new Pixel.
That's interesting because I broke my new phone a little bit. I got a little cracks a doodle. So I don't know what to do.
What are you gonna do?
I dropped it the other day. Actually, I was texting with you.
That's me.
And I dropped it. So it kind of is your fault. You owe me a phone.
Can you see? I got a custom case with it.
Oh, you have the butt pick, but why is it on the side?
Oh, it's just a little more tasteful, I think.
I love it.
Wow.
I
dude.
love it.
Nice landscape.
That's great.
This again is great for the YouTube audience. This is a whole new medium for us, Joe.
It's gonna kill our our listens on the podcast itself, but we're gonna have a lot of YouTube hits.
Definitely.
I don't really give a shit about how many people or where they listen.
Do you hear that, audience? He doesn't give a shit.
No, I want you to listen. I mean, it's more so like where they listen from, not like I don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if the algorithms are like it'd be more useful for your metadata if people listen on SoundCloud. And
I think they should listen with their hearts.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wow. Deep thought of the year.
It's been a slow year, yeah.
Slow year. Sorry, I interrupted you on your podcast.
Well, you say the people at Brit are never going to sponsor us if they don't see good metrics from our podcast.
Then they're enablers.
British filter. Yeah.
You know, you could get like better filters so you don't have to boil the water. Like you get like a charcoal filter or something like cooler.
That's what Brita is, right? Isn't that a charcoal filter?
I don't know.
So someone sent me one.
Get out of here? You can leave. You seem
no. I like being included, but I am hungry, and this is an uncomfortable seat.
All right, go get some more food.
Okay.
Come back soon.
Give me some Brit.
It just sucks because when I leave, I can only hear Casey and I can't hear Joe, so I hear this. I don't agree with that, and I'm like, what? What do you agree with?
Now you want to listen to the podcast?
Oh, no.
This is the only time I listen to the podcast.
Oh, come on, don't say that.
Is that Lisa?
What else is new, babe?
I don't know, not much. I was gonna say something. Fudge, what was it?
The work stuff has been crazy. I got out today, so I've been working at this other job. I'm working on a show. Have I talked about it?
I don't know. I'm not sure if you have. I think you kind of have. It's Joker's Wild.
I've been working on a second show called Joker's Wild. That is Snoop Dogg presents Joker's Wild. I'm writing for that, and it's been a lot of fun. This is really cool. So I had to write these little games, and so I wrote one for Biz Markie, and I wrote one for Ice Cube.
Well, that one's my favorite one. That one, Ice Cube's Hangry.
Hangry, yeah. Let's hope it sees the air. But
yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't.
RuPaul, that was fun. Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, no shit.
A bunch of people, like just a ton of these, like even like Nicole Richie and like all these weird people. They'll never know that I wrote it. Like it's not like I'm producing with them. I'm just writing it for them to do. But down the line, who knows? Maybe
you'll get to go on set and meet them.
It's in LA and they're not sending me.
Rub shoulders with Nicole Richie.
She's got some good shoulders.
She has shoulders, at least.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, if you have shoulders, they're good shoulders. What's your most complimented feature?
My eyebrow, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's both like the
it's
best
like
thing
you're
about it and the
begging
worst
to
thing.
be back on.
Lisa, what's your most complimented feature?
Well, it used to be my eyebrows, but now eyebrows are like a really big thing. Oh yeah. Well, it's complimented, not most observed.
Wow. No, it's complimented.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, the wall down, so cashiers love it.
That's true. It's a slow decade.
But now eyebrows have to be so intense, like women's eyebrows. They have to be like so bushy.
They have to be like my eyebrows.
Remember when they were really thin, like upside down parentheses? What was up with that?
Like in the 90s.
In the early 2000s?
Yeah, that too, probably.
Aughts.
But now it's my smell. People always say I smell really good.
Smells important.
Yeah. But then I changed deodorants and I don't think Casey likes it.
It's just different.
I don't agree with that.
The fact that I don't.
Say that Allie was awake, but she's not.
I don't agree with that. I'll tell you something.
What's your most complimented feature? Casey,
I think it's my premature gray hair.
Oh, it's definitely your hair.
It's actually, you know what it is more? A lot of times aside from the color, people will be like, your hair's thick. Like that's like, and it feels weird. Like thick is not a thing that you like think of as a positive. But I guess in that light, it
thick is in these days.
You're right. Thick eyebrows.
Thick dicks.
Thick dicks.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I was at the urgent care yesterday to get my jock looked at.
Yeah, to get your yeast infection taken care
The
of.
technician came in, and she came to do my vitals and stuff, and she asked me my weight. I said 160. Actually, I probably more than that. And she was like, yeah. She like went like that, and I was like, okay. Thanks, lady.
That's so rude.
I know. I don't know if she meant it. I mean, sometimes I just like nod and say yes to things and don't really mean it the way it sounds. But
You're more than 160?
I'm probably like 166 at the moment. I could lose a few. That's why I want to not drink in the during the week right now. If I can
That's
help
good.
it.
I wonder how much I weigh. Lisa, you want to grab the scale? We'll do a weigh-in.
Let me put my food in the microwave.
Okay.
And then I'll grab the scale.
I don't know how much I weigh right now. I think I'm probably up. I just ate a bunch of barbecue, but I want to see because I haven't, since I moved here, I haven't looked at the scale at all. I don't check that often. I'm more of a visual. Are you that way? Like I'd rather just look at me in the mirror and be like, oh, I gotta trim up, or
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's a good way to get it, gauge it.
the number changes. I feel like my number changes like morning to night. Big difference.
I guess so. I never thought about that.
Weigh yourself tonight, and then in the morning go pee pee or poo poo and weigh yourself. Big diff.
It'll be like 5 pounds lighter.
5 pounds.
Crazy. Maybe I only weighed myself when I was pooping.
All right, here we go. Hold on. This is great for the visual pod. I have to put the earbud down for a sec. So just talk, Joe.
Okay. Here we go.
161?
Oh.
What were you expecting?
That's pretty high for me.
It's good. That's a good weight. That's a healthy weight for
Why is
your
that high?
height.
It's just higher than usual.
That was 160, and he's.
That's why I was surprised. I will actually.
Wow. Okay.
I was surprised because I'm taller than you.
Right.
And I usually I like in the last couple of months and stuff I've been like around 155 or even lighter sometimes.
It's at night.
It's night. It's nighttime. I also have all my clothes on. Should I take my clothes off?
Yes.
Wait, Al is up? Oh, Joe took his headphone out, so it's literally just me talking to everyone, including Lisa.
I'm actually I'm not wearing pants. Am I the only one here not wearing pants?
Yeah, definitely. Lisa was wearing a coat for most of this. Are you weighing yourself?
No, the cat wanted to come in. He was meowing at the door.
So the cat's like in there. I feel like you're in a room with a shark.
Yeah, it feels that way. He's rubbing on everything.
Are you just not giving the cat enough love, or are you not giving a cat enough discipline?
I don't want to make him spiteful and like discipline him. I think you act chill, the cat will reflect that and be chill. So I'm just trying to be chill.
So do you feel like you know your way around cats?
I think so, yeah.
Because you had a cat for like 21 years?
Yeah. Yeah, I had her a long time.
And how was the love of your life?
Yeah, man. I lost her. And that's the thing, too. I mean, we brought this guy to the animal hospital that she died at, and I don't ever want to go back there because did Lisa just fart?
Fart?
Did Lisa just fart?
I don't think so. I don't know. Definitely not. There was beeping, but I didn't hear a fart.
I thought her farts sounded like beeps.
Oh, yeah, they do. They're so cute.
So when I brought Cindy to this place to have her put to sleep, because I knew it was the day had come, they were like, well, we have to take her temperature rectally. And I was like, do not do that. She's like on her way out. Don't make her uncomfortable. Can we just do this, quickly? And they kept insisting on taking her temperature rectally. And we had an argument about it. The guy was like, I have to do it. So I finally relented, and I was like, just go ahead and do it. They took her in the other room. They put a thermometer up her ass, and she died, like right there. In the other room, not with me. For what? What difference does it make what her temperature is?
What'd you say to the guy?
I mean, I didn't get to talk to that guy because he was like a vet tech. So I ended up talking just to the vet. By that point, I was just like distraught. I wasn't mad, It was over.
No, I hate him. I'm mad.
But, at the end of the day, it ended up saving me $200. So I guess there's that.
Because he
Because
killed
they-
him?
Because I didn't have to pay for the medicine, like the lethal injection. Oh God, to say it like that.
The
Yeah.
vagina medicine that kills him?
Yes.
That's I didn't know that. I kind of remember that story, Joe, but I didn't realize. Okay, so this is great. So you're introducing me to Crispy.
You haven't met him yet?
No, I mean not face to face.
Probably gonna.
I
step
like
up on
cat-
the end of the broadcast.
Here's the thing, dude. I like cats a lot. Like I get along with them really well, but I don't like to just like dip in and say hey to a cat. I'd like to be around them a lot.
Yeah, I mean, cats are fucking awesome.
Dude, you
If
have
he just kills that,
poison.
he's gonna be
That's
great.
cat poison.
Yeah, he's eating another plant. I think succulents. Can you look up if succulents are toxic to cats?
Yeah, I will.
He's
Hold on.
eating everything.
Why?
I don't know. He's curious.
Succulents and cats. Toxic and non-toxic plants. Aloe. Wait, while this succulent has a surprising number of medical uses for humans, it's toxic to both cats and dogs.
You gotta
That
be
says
careful.
aloe.
Yeah,
Are
you gotta be real
succulents
careful.
poison? Yeah. Yeah, you should not do that. Oh, Lisa's back, and she's got her own chair. So Joe just shared a really,
Is the cat around?
yeah.
Can I see it?
Can you see? Oh, there it is. It's eating the flowers, and it's it's poison. Joe, you're on video poisoning a cat.
I'm not. I'm holding it back.
It really wants this to go viral.
Lisa's now eating a burrito.
It's not.
It's not.
It's a tofu scramble pocket.
Joe,
Hello.
you look amazing. Why'd you let the cat in? Out the
Now
bag.
I thought it felt bad.
Wait, are those?
I see its butt.
Sick butt, right?
So Joe just shared a sad story about how his cat died.
Cindy.
Yeah.
I love Cindy.
Do you want to share any Cody stories?
Oh, don't get me started. I mean, she was the best dog. I don't know a story, like, what kind of story?
Just the story about Cody.
I had a dog. I mean, I don't know.
You don't want to talk about it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I grew up with a golden retriever named Cody. I named her after Cody from Step by Step.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I had a crush on him, and I named my female dog Cody. She was really
you basically
scrappy.
married him too.
I married him.
You wanted to.
Yeah, basically. I wanted to marry him. I mean, she's just the best dog. So funny. Just so they just like really taught our family how to love.
Yeah. So basically, the
Oh, crispy.
oh my God, crispy
The
wants
tiger.
blood. So basically, Cody had been in the family way before I had been in the family, but I had been out of the family, unfortunately, for several years before I came to the family. But Cody, I feel like is still there all the time. What's happening, Joe?
I don't know. I have to let him. I have to release
Of course, you let the cat go on the microphone. Okay, so
It's a beautiful cat.
that scene was like, remember like where that or like the newsman
Yeah.
was like doing the report and the family like came in the
Yes.
background.
The
like,
mom was
kids.
like,
I think it
no.
was yeah. That's the
No, it
best.
was actually his wife, but
Which is
everyone
worse.
thought it was the nanny.
Oh, I was saying it's worse that they thought, or it's worse that it was the wife because she lives in such fear.
I think it was just because he was on a very important.
It's more so the body language. It felt like a nanny.
Well, I think she was trying not to be in the shot.
Right. It's funny.
So she was like ducking in.
I had my headphones off. This is Cody still.
Yes.
So
No,
yeah.
remember that woman, that CNN interview? The guy and his wife tried to like help his kids that
The
were like
kids just,
running
walked
in.
Oh
It's
my God,
it's the
that's my
greatest.
favorite.
That is the
Lord.
greatest thing. That kid comes in like that stroller contraption.
Oh yeah,
thing.
now the second one.
She tries to crawl out because she doesn't think she's in the shot.
Yes.
She couldn't be more in the shot. Yeah, it's the best.
It looked like it was set up. Like it looked so perfect. Like you could see everything so well.
It's like perfect comedic heightening because it's like one kid gets in, then a baby like wheels in.
And he never explains it, which is so funny. Like if he went like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," like that would be better. Which is good that he didn't do it because it's way funnier that way.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
But yeah, that's good. I mean, would you ever want that kind of fame if you were like that guy for the rest of your life?
I don't know if he's got that kind of fame because I would never walk past him on the street and recognize him. You know, I wouldn't.
true.
That's not like.
I might
You know, didn't Andy Warhol say like in the future everyone's gonna have 15 seconds of fame? It's not. They
Minutes.
didn't just call your 15 minutes of fame, right? Whatever. But he said everyone would have it, and like that's actually what's happening right now, like for real. He was right about that. How do you know about the computers?
Good question.
I think it's great. I think it's better off that people only have 15 minutes. I don't think anyone should have more.
It seems even that seems a bit much.
Right.
What?
I think you're right. It's like now it is 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like that guy because he was. I mean, that overall was a very sweet moment. It was like just funny. He didn't. No one looked really bad. Like it was just like a fun thing the world got to see.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind being that person. Like he just handled it well. It was like funny.
You know what we were talking about, Joe, was so I like with OK G word Google. I had said I had said to I'm on OK Cupid. I know on OK G I said play Cranberries radio, or I just said Cranberries, and then but it played like a whole '90s playlist. And we're talking about how like fun bands were in the '90s in terms of like that Four Non Blondes song came on. And I'm waking every morning and I'm the outside. Like it's a great song. It's the weirdest. Who would ever think that person would get famous?
#1 hit.
She wore like a top hat and all that. Like it was insane.
That's the most quizzical part of the whole thing.
But everybody was different at that era, and like we were saying how like everybody wanted to be in a band, and now it seems like everybody wants to be like a stand-up.
Yeah, like what bands were in the '90s, I think comedians are now.
That's absolutely true. That's weird. Will it come back
around? And now no one can be in a band and make money.
No.
It seems like that industry is like straight up dead.
It makes me want to be in a band more.
Yeah, I'm surely not in it for the money. I'll tell you that.
But that's how we get the money.
Right. No. You know, the money finds you in unexpected places.
Yeah, money's weird, huh? All I want is money.
I've blown a lot of money on this cat. It's a lot.
How much? How much did you say it is?
Well, considering the extra $1,000 deposit, all the toys, the food, the medication, my own medication, it's probably close to $4,000.
Oh my God. That is so funny that it was a bad gift from Allie that I still can't believe it.
Are you guys gonna get a pet or what?
I would love to get a dog.
We talk about it. I mean, I literally.
It would be so great.
I did. Yeah, I texted Lisa today. Let's make a baby.
Oh, you're sharing a lot. We can't edit this one.
I know. Why can't you edit it? Is this live?
Kinda. It'll be. It's
boy.
Live to tape.
Oh boy. Yeesh.
But it's just because I was talking about kids and stuff with like some coworkers, and there were some funny moments.
Ooh, juicy gossip! You heard it here first on the JV Squad.
You heard it here first.
You saw it here. Worst.
Yes, if you're watching.
Lisa was eating a weird veggie pocket, and Casey popped the question.
No, it's also when you texted that to me, it was very sweet, and I really liked it. But I was like, we can't just like make a baby. Like I can't get pregnant like at any day, at any time.
Yes, you can. You never know these days.
It's not. Sure.
Here's what I thought about the other day, right?
Sure.
There's this really weird window, right? Like so
almost
for most of your life, it's like don't get pregnant, right? You know what I mean? It's like for like when you're like in high school, even before high school, I guess nowadays. And then in college, you're like, so many people are like, whatever you do, don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. Here's condoms. Take a pill every month or every day so that it doesn't happen. Don't. And then like even in your 20s, like it's like, I really don't want to get pregnant. And then you get like married or something like that. Like, and then people are like, get pregnant.
Yeah. It's like
have a baby now. Do it. You do it. What's wrong? You have this much time. Do it.
You flip-flop a lot on it. You're not sure if you want to do it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's tough, right?
It's really hard.
What if you have twins?
That's what I want. She doesn't want it. She doesn't even like the idea that she says, how dare you?
Who, me?
No, yes.
That's my biggest fear.
Twins?
I don't
You
want
know, if you do have twins, they could listen to this one day.
I know. I've said I don't like twins on so many public records that if I do have twins, they will straight up know they are not loved.
I find it very unlikely that by the time a kid is 13 or 14 or 15, they're gonna like go hunting down their parents' podcasts and like listen to them all. I wouldn't do that.
I'm not sure if it'll
I
exist.
definitely would. I would listen to everything.
Really?
I think so. My parents just were like talking in the 70s. I would be like, I gotta hear this.
That's interesting.
There's
You're
just
right.
But there's so much now.
But you would do it when you were 30, not when you were like 13. You'd be like, I hate my parents.
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah. But I always like looking at old photos of my parents. I feel like this is kind of similar.
I think that the medium might not even exist. If you look at, I mean, like, well, it's not necessarily true.
Look at you and your cassette tapes.
Yeah, there's always going to be a way to keep stuff, you know.
It's just hard. Like, we're so much older than you should be to have kids. Like, you should have kids like at 16 years old. Like, at least a woman. Like, biologically.
Really?
Yeah. You should have kids.
16?
You should have kids whenever you get your period. Like, when you get your period, it's like you should be having kids.
So, wait, for what?
For like biological reasons. Your body bounce back like more, like it's easier for you.
Oh.
You have all of the eggs and they're super fresh. You know you're born with all your eggs. Like a baby, a girl is born and they're just all in there. Did you know that?
No.
Me neither until like recently.
That's like that's like that cat's meow thing.
I didn't know that until like a couple of years ago, and I have been a woman for many years.
A man only has a finite amount of boners. Did you know that? Think about all
That's not true. It's
not true. But Allie would say that at the nursery.
Guys, stop.
Guys, that was the joke of the year.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's prank of the year, actually.
It's been a good year.
Prank of the
Good year.
And it's been a good year. Joke of the year, and it's been a good year.
What did you say?
She was saying that at the hospital, all the 40 and 50-year-old mothers would be really anxious and like not really take to their kids that well. But the 16-year-old ones that came in, it was like instant latching and like it was perfect, and they knew exactly what to do, like instinctually. It's just the way it's supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, biologically.
But it is true. Like I asked my gynecologist, I was like, am I too old? Like there's like this thing of like, like she's like, when are you gonna have kids? And I was like, I don't know, like what do you think? And she's like, well, I mean, biologically you should have had kids at like 15, but that's definitely not gonna happen. So just like do whatever.
That's so scary.
It is so scary. I guess it's like that thing, like when you're younger, you don't have as much fear, like you'll do things like more adventurous things. So you don't have that like fear of getting hurt. And then the older you get, you develop that fear. And I think that is like that with kids.
Big time.
You're like, oh, money, social life, like everything. Also, like, guys, you will never have to be pregnant.
It's so unfair. I mean, it's insane that, like, I don't.
I
part of me.
So I know.
Oh my God, Joe, you are really breaking boundaries.
Thank you.
Maybe Joe will be pregnant.
I mean, but it is. I was saying today, like, I have a bunch of friends that have just had a kid or are pregnant or about to have a kid, and
names, just name.
And I was like, I don't want Lisa to have to go through that. Pregnancy is so hard.
It seems terrible.
And the fact that there's no choice between the people in the relationship, unless it's just two women, I guess.
You said that if it was you be the one to get pregnant, we wouldn't have a kid.
I think so. I really just being honest with myself.
I mean, this is going to sound like a very typical woman thing to say, but I really don't think men could tolerate it. Like, you don't like to be sick.
No.
You don't like to feel uncomfortable like that.
I was called this weekend. I said it's basically elective surgery. It's like you're choosing. I mean, not always, but like you're choosing to like have an operation, basically.
Well, it's a medical. What you really mean is it's a medical condition. It's not just surgery. It's a medical condition you're inducing onto yourself.
Sure.
Wow, guys.
Yeah.
Well, the other day, I was up until 6 a.m. writing, and when I was done with it, the next day we had submitted everything because it was a lot that we had to write. I didn't remember doing it. Like I was looking through it, and I was like, I don't remember writing this. This is pretty funny. And supposedly that's like what like giving birth is like. And that's crazy while you're in the middle of it, and then you don't remember it afterwards. So again, I feel like I know what it's like, and I think ultimately you get through it.
I think you do know what it's like. You're really feeling it. Like you
Thank
have a straight up yeast infection.
I'm really in touch with my vaginal side right now.
I think so. But that's a defense mechanism. Like you're not supposed to
Yeah.
remember birth because it's such intense pain that you like your body, in order to survive and move on, it like erases your memory.
In fact, when you hold the baby for the first time, you're like, when can we have another one? That's what happens. That's what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah, you're like totally forget about it, and the moment is so full of endorphins and
Oh my
pleasure
God.
and happiness.
You're
And
like a
oh my
sloppy
God, let's
mess.
do it again. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, they call it the maternal fluids.
I'm so afraid of this whole thing.
I mean, I'm really naive. I feel like I don't really know what goes on.
You have all your eggs and they come out.
Yeah.
I have friends that froze their eggs and they don't even know where they are.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like I have
They're
like
just
a
somewhere in the
series of
facility.
friends, they all like froze their eggs and they're like, wait, where are our eggs? And they're like, I don't know. And we're like, do you know where our eggs are? And they're like, I don't know. They're just
Do you
like
have
in
to
a
be in there?
storage unit somewhere. You have to pay rent on them though.
No way. It's like a store
Per
yourself.
year. It is kind of
Wow.
like it's like a U store. It's like in Long Island City. There's just like a bunch of fridges. In my mind, there's like a girl who's like, I got this great deal on an apartment. It's super cold in there and I can't like open a lot of stuff, but it's awesome. And she's just like living with all these people's eggs.
You freeze your sperm, right?
Well, I don't, not professionally.
Right.
Just recreationally.
Right.
Just in the freezer, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never done that. I don't know if I qualify.
Why wouldn't you?
You mean like for myself or for monetary value?
Monetary.
Oh, I was just doing it for fun, but
Well, I think that I don't think I have like enough good genetics to. I think you have to be like at least 5'11" as a male. It's genetic
No.
discrimination. Yeah. If
That
you want to
is-
sell your jizz, yeah.
I
There are
think
some
it,
specifications.
might-
Think
they
about it.
might
Do you really want a
call it-
short guy of mixed breed?
Well, I
Or
think
do you
so.
want,
What
like,
if
a
someone
Harvard-educated
does want
Pullman?
that? What if someone is like you, who's like, I want my kid to look like me. I'm Italian and whatever,
Maybe.
and
I mean, it's a niche market. You'll have to find me on
160
Craigslist for that.
pounds.
right. What if there's a woman who has a really small vagina and she's like, I want a
Tiny.
little baby white eyebrow man that weighs 160 pounds
Why-
full weight.
What's the small vagina part about?
Yeah, I don't
Because
know about
they
that.
can't give birth to like much bigger.
Right, it would be a C-section baby then.
Yeah, which is cool.
I was a C-section baby. Where's anyone here? A C-section baby? You were?
#1 if you're a C-section baby. #2 if you're the other kind, the weird kind.
The pussy one.
Wait, you're the pussy one, right?
Yeah. So
That's
isn't
not the
this-
weird kind. That's the normal kind.
In my mind, it's weird.
I don't know.
It's all weird. It's all crazy.
It's all weird. A C-section is not like a preferable thing.
This is so funny that this is a conversation we're having.
I'm so glad we're having girl
Is there
talk.
scam in here? I don't know. Do we talk
Are
about
people
any
gonna be like, Lisa's just talking about her gynecologist all the time? Like, don't put her on the podcast. She's just talking about eggs and
I don't get
fucking.
a lot of criticism, which is funny.
You don't?
No. I guess that's good.
I think it's because there's not that many people
No.
that listen.
Lisa's
Yeah.
fucking twats all over your podcast. Joe got a yeast infection.
Should we
Yeah,
try?
I mean,
Should we
maybe.
try to like get some feedback? Like push the limits?
I remember what I wanted to ask you from like a ways back, actually, Casey.
Whoa.
If I have that like life straw thing where it lets you drink water from like a pond.
Yeah. I have one
Would
too.
you ever do that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Would you do it? You would do it?
Like in a dire situation, of course.
We have a
I mean,
life
like,
straw too.
Yeah. I have one. I see it right now.
Me too.
for fun? Would you do it with me for fun? We'll find a puddle and drink something.
I would love this.
Why?
For charity.
No, Joe, I don't want him to because then he'll be like, I'm sick for so long.
You will hear about it for a long time.
Do I have to?
All right. Well, you know what? If we have enough listeners and people want it, maybe if they tweet out, "Hey, Casey, drink some garbage water."
I actually think, Joe, we do that as a punishment for Sal.
Okay, that's actually a good one. You're right.
Wow. Are you allowed to say that on the podcast?
I don't care anymore.
Whatever.
It should-
Yeah, it's a fun tip.
It should be a punishment for Snoop Dogg.
Why?
I'm just kidding. Like I work for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's it. It was just the joke of the year.
Lisa, do
Wow.
you have any scam bones? This is our first scam boneless podcast.
You guys have had one and everyone. I don't like to scam
so.
bone that much because it is usually cheating or stealing. I told you, I already said my one scam bone, right?
Which one?
The punch card,
With the coffee, yeah.
the coffee punch card.
Yeah, that's a good one. I had one recently. I've had a few little scam bones. One scam bone I have was, so I rent a parking spot, in my old building. And the couple that rents it, like, stopped living there, but they own it, and they've been trying to rent their apartment for a long time. But I don't know how long they even live there. They seem like they're like bonkers rich. And they're like, we're not even gonna live there, and we'll just leave it on the market for like a long time. And I rent a spot there, and I would always pay money, to the spot, and I missed a month, and then I was like, whoops, and next month I paid double, and then I kept paying, and then I missed another month or two, and I was like, nobody's like asking me to pay. So then I paid like one. I didn't do it on purpose. So then I was like, all right, I'll just start paying now and see if they get back to me. And so I paid a bunch more months, and then I was like, then we moved, and I was like, I'm gonna stop renting it. I think I might just not pay this month and tell them like I'm leaving. You know what I mean? But like I should have given them like a 2-week or a month notice. And then I reached out today, and I was like, hey, I'm leaving the building, but I know someone who might take it over, which is true. And she was like, oh great, yeah, we're leaving, so no big deal. And I was like, oh, this could have been an even bigger scam bone. Like they didn't care at all. Right, but they owned 2 spots and never used the second spot. So like they didn't care about that at all. It's not like they would have rented it out to someone else.
What is it, $100 a month? They don't notice that money.
No.
Yeah. Can the guy use the spot?
Oh, yeah. I thought I said that before. Yeah.
Pretty great.
But yeah, so that was like a little scam, but I thought I had another one too.
That's a big scam bone. That's just not paying for something. It's like not paying. Oh, I mean, you want to know a scam bone we're doing, Joe?
Talk to me, baby.
We have not switched over in our new apartment. We're on someone else's Con Ed.
All this.
Oh, good luck with that, because sometimes they come and bite you in the ass. You don't think they're going to find out?
Well, here's the thing. New construction, right? New construction, Joe. So it's the building that is paying for the stuff. So it's not like it was the last person.
Right.
The last person is the building.
I do think if we do it in March, we gotta.
Let's roll the dice.
Received a bill from National Grid for a while, and then we finally got one. It was like $500 something just from living here. So I mean, it's not that like we didn't get charged extra. It's just that it ends up being a lot more than you expect that you have to pay at some point. I'm
gonna start paying in March. Start from scratch.
Yeah, whatever. But I mean, if you get away with it for a little, that's great. So the art of the scam bone is like knowing when to pull out. Otherwise, you might get someone pregnant.
I think that's such a bit of advice. I think, Joe, will you just back me up? I think we pull out next month. That's 2 free months.
Otherwise, you're gonna have a big pregnant Con Ed bill.
Why don't we do this, Lisa?
Oh,
we start having the baby next month, right? So we'll have the baby come out. How does it work? The baby just comes out when you.
Oh, that's adorable.
Lisa loves this.
I don't like this. Well, because I don't want to have a baby next month. I want to wait a little bit because we have a busy summer planned.
We do?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of weddings and stuff, and I want to make trips out of them.
You want to drink?
I think so. I know that sounds stupid, but not that I want to drink, but I don't want to have a. I think at the end of the summer.
Okay.
Which is what I said last summer, but still. When
you decide that you're okay with it, if it happens, just like stop taking precautions, and if it happens, it happens. Just go about your life as you are, and maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Just be okay with it happening. That seems like a fun way to do it, instead of like trying every day, like looking at your clock, like, oh, it's time to do it.
Right.
I'm not too worried about it.
All right.
I don't know who you're confident for.
Hold that.
Hold that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's the thing that Ghostface said to me that I love. And I heard Snoop say it. He goes, they go, hold that. Like it means like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Hold that.
Or like, that's right. Hold that.
Hold what?
I don't
that.
Is it that or dat? Is it like a dat, like a sound disc?
know. No, I don't think so. But it is a DAT, but it's like let's look it up. This is another part about using a computer that's nice. Hold that.
Urban Dictionary.
Hold that. There's a lot of N words I can't use. No.
In the definition?
That doesn't make sense. Hold that. When is the proper time to say hold that?
This is from.
Okay. The first person wrote, like, honestly, I have no idea. Second person went, when you get beat badly and you look free, then you
That makes sense.
hold that L in your chest. But it can be said almost anytime someone loses.
This is a gaming website.
Hey, I don't know.
Texas hold that?
Let me try hold that.
Hold that ghost.
I think that's a ghost face thing.
Urban Dictionary. Hold that.
Hold that also means take that when you perform an action that makes you look superior to others. No, that's the same one. I don't get it.
I think it's just a fun thing to say. It's fun to talk fun.
Maybe it is fun to talk fun. Okay.
Hold that. I love it. I'm doing it.
I'm a member.
Hold That Ghost was a movie, which is weird because Ghost.
I
AKA
know. I thought it was
Ghostface.
like doing that. It's an Abbott and Costello movie that looks like the worst movie ever.
Wow.
Hold that
Joe, why
ghost.
don't we make a movie? Why don't you and I make a movie?
Okay, we could put that on a cassette, on a VHS.
Mm-hmm.
We should make a VHS next.
Yeah.
Is that funny?
Yeah, that would be fun.
We haven't even made
I mean, I think it's almost done.
It's almost done.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Yeah.
All right, let's mosey.
No, I don't want to. You guys don't have to stop.
How long is
this?
this?
Right, we should go.
How long
Huh?
is this? How long is it?
I don't know. It doesn't say. I think it's been, probably almost an hour.
Well, look at your recording that you stopped and started, right?
What, on my phone?
Yeah.
No, I never did that.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Hey, Joe, hold that.
here's the thing I want to say, Joe.
Hold that.
What do we do with the J? Hold that. What do we do with that thing I wanted to play?
We'll listen to it next week.
Okay. Okay.
We'll hold that for next week. Is that what you want me to? You want me to
Joke of
say?
the year. Joke of the year.
No, it just worked out perfect. Bye.
No, I miss
Bye.
you. Bye.
I'm gonna fade out now.
Hold that.
Oh wow. Wait.
Bye.
Oh, I thought you were really doing it. It was just a light.
No,
That's
I'm just.
funny.
It's just my lights. Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
that.